What is cybersecurity framework?
What is a cybersecurity framework? These frameworks reduce an organization's exposure to weaknesses and vulnerabilities that cybercriminals can exploit. Why do we need cybersecurity frameworks? Cybersecurity networks are needed in every organization because setting up one secures many data from cyber attacks. It also removes some guesswork when it comes to securing assets. Frameworks provide a plan to the cybersecurity managers and give them a systematic plan for acting in different scenarios. Along with the plans, frameworks guide IT and security leaders to manage their organization's risks more intelligently. Types of security frameworks. There are mainly 3 types of frameworks. Each of the types has its different functions. Those 3 types are as follows. Control frameworks. This framework is known to develop an essential strategy for the cybersecurity department of an organization. Along with this, it provides an array of security controls, understands the present state of the technology being used, and ensures that these security controls are implemented second to none. Program frameworks. This framework analyzes the state of the organization's security program. This also helps develop a customized cybersecurity program, measures the program's security, and goes through competitive analysis. Along with this, it also simply aids the communication between the cybersecurity team and the managers. Risk frameworks. These frameworks suggest essential risk assessment and management processes. It helps structure a security program, identify and measure an organization's security risks, and prioritize security measures and activities. What is the best cybersecurity framework out there? When we must pick one framework for the organization, it can be very tough. There are many frameworks out there, and it's a tough job to test each one out and figure out the best one. So, we have put together the names of some of the best frameworks. The choice also depends a lot on the needs of the organization. So, there are some frameworks. The NIST Cybersecurity Framework. The NIST is a set of security standards that many private companies and organizations can use to identify and respond to cyber attacks. This framework has guidelines to help organizations prevent and recover from such cyber attacks. NIST has E functions: identity, protect, detect, respond and recover. The International Standards Framework, ISO. This is also known as the ISO 270K framework. It is considered the cybersecurity validation standard for both internal situations and across third parties. ISO 270K assumes that the organization has an information security management system. ISO IEC 27001 requires management to exhaustively manage all the information security risks and to stay alert to threats and vulnerabilities. This can be inferred that the ISO framework is very demanding and requires a lot of hard work to maintain everything perfectly. This framework recommends about 114 different controls broken into 14 categories. If the ISO framework is implemented in an organization, then it will be a selling point for new customers. The Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, provides a framework to manage confidential patient and consumer data, mainly privacy issues. This framework offers electronic healthcare information and is a must for healthcare providers, insurers, and clearinghouses. The SOC 2, Service Organization Control 2, framework is a set of guidelines and standards developed by the American Institute of CPAs, AICPA, for evaluating and reporting on the security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy of service organizations. It focuses on the controls and processes that service providers have in place to ensure the security and privacy of their clients' data. Society 2 reports are often used by organizations to assess the security and privacy practices of their vendors and service providers. The framework consists of the following trust services criteria. Security. This criterion evaluates the security measures in place to protect systems and data against unauthorized access, disclosure, and other security risks. Availability. This criterion assesses the availability of systems, applications, and data to meet the organization's objectives. Processing integrity. It ensures that data processing is accurate, complete, and timely, and that system processing is valid and reliable. Confidentiality. This criterion focuses on protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access and disclosure. Privacy. It assesses the collection, use, retention, disclosure, and disposal of personal information in accordance with applicable privacy laws and regulations. A service organization can undergo an audit against one or more of these criteria based on the needs and requirements of its clients. Once the audit is completed, the service provider receives a SOC 2 report, which can be shared with its clients to demonstrate its commitment to security and privacy. The Center for Internet Security Critical Security Controls, better known as CIS. This framework is ideal for startups that generally start slow and work their way to the top. Developed this framework back in October 2000. It was made to protect companies from various cyber attacks. It consists of only 20 controls regularly being updated by security professionals from academia, government, and industry. All in all, cybersecurity frameworks are needed by all companies and organizations, no matter if the company is big or small. In the future, there will be even more advanced frameworks.